Hi, Graham. Thanks for making the time to catch up with me.
Well, thanks, George, for the opportunity as well to talk about this.
So you can see a value in our approach where we identify developers who are looking for that part-time opportunity to use the skills that they had and were expert at several years earlier to help maintain these kinds of solutions in order to extend their lifespan and allow time to extract the intellectual property that's in them and plan a proper solution.
Oh, definitely. I'd say that, is really important. And, it's somewhat independent of what they decide for that sort of target strategy as well, because you've got that, moment you've got to deal with right there in the now. And you need to be able to quickly get, as you said, that knowledgeable experts in a technology that may no longer be a commonplace capability. So even finding that person in the market can be a hell of a challenge. You've got to find someone who understands that domain, who's also willing to work in that domain with their skills as well, because the newer people who have come through, whatever since that technology was originally in popular demand is not there anymore. So it's not like you can necessarily get new skills or people willing to learn an older technology either. So having that capability of finding an organisation or someone who's got that set of skills who can connect you with the developer or that technology expert in that older technology is really important. And one of the things of, I guess, independent of what the business decides to take forward, is that intellectual property in the software. So it's not necessarily about the technology stack it's on, it's the implicit business rules that are built within the software. So no matter how you choose to go forward, if you are going to replace it, or if you're going to move the business's processing of that into some other application or another system, you still need to be able to extract those business rules, because no matter where you go to, whether it's an update or a rewrite or a move to something else, you need to be able to validate those business rules, and they become the requirement. So typically in those orphan software environments, you don't get a lot of supporting material hanging around with it. You end up, maybe just with the executable itself, maybe with the source code, hopefully, but there'll be a part of reverse engineering typically where you need those experts in that technology domain to be able to document those business rules. And no matter what path you go forward with, that becomes really essential, because ultimately, no matter where you choose, you're going to need to test what you replace it with, and you need to test against those rules. Right. The other aspect there is data as well. If this piece of software has been sitting there in the business doing something useful for a number of years, typically there's a really important, valuable set of data behind it as well. So functionality moves or can be rewritten. You then also have to look at the data and understand that data so you don't lose the inherent business value in that data when that itself needs to be migrated or taken into a newer solution.
A lot of people are in a sense of calm and a steady state environment where the things are working, but they're sitting on these time bombs. And I think that's where they need to take some action, locate those things, bring soft logic in. We can assess those particular solutions and find ways to maintain them and to look after them properly and keep them running reliably for the client.